Hey everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today we're reviewing the Fiido Titan fat tire electric bike. Come along with us while we check it out. The Fiido Titan is obviously optimized for off-road riding, what with those big old 26 by 4 inch fat tires. But it works quite well on-road as well, and those fat tires give it an almost moped-like feel, except that the adventure-style frame keeps it both comfortable and pedalable as more of a normal bike compared to some of the more outlandish bike frames we've seen with fat tire e-bikes lately. When you're on the road, the speed is unlockable up to a theoretical 28 miles per hour, though I find that 25 or 26 is usually where I end up maxing out, and you can actually get there on throttle only too, which might have legal ramifications depending on where you live, just FYI. In back, we've got a 750 watt motor with 70 newton meters of torque, so we've got a lot of power on tap, which is helpful for an 80 plus pound e-bike, especially when you do decide to take it off-road. A bike that is fast and comfortable on the road is important, that's where we spend a lot of our time, but there's just something indescribably fun about cruising along trails, enjoying being out in nature, and having those big fat tires that can take you even on places where the trails end, at least until moments like this when you ride right through a spider web and get what feels like a whole mouthful of the stuff. Maybe a little spider silk for breakfast makes you stronger. Here's hoping. Where'd we leave off? Oh right, the battery. It's a 48 volt and 14.5 amp hour unit, just shy of 700 watt hours. They claim up to 80 miles of range, which is almost horse hockey unless you stick to the weakest power assist level. A real world range of maybe half of that is more likely, and if you're like me, riding on throttle a lot of the time, 25 miles is even more likely. The included torque sensor should make pedal assist pretty nice too, though I did find more pedal assist lag than I would have expected for a torque sensor. Even so, it still pedals very nicely and even has a 9-speed setup, so you do have a lot of options, great for riders in hillier areas that make use of those lower gears. When it comes to those pedal assist speeds, the color display shows you what mode you're in, which includes Eco, Normal, Sport, and Turbo, which is obviously the last level, except not really, here's Turbo Plus, for when you want to get your cheeks flapping in the wind you got so much power. All of those are selectable from the handlebar controls, or you can use the controls right on the middle unit there. Back on the hardware side, I'm always glad to see cast wheel rims, not only because they look great, but it means no more worrying about spoke maintenance or bent spokes. There's a rear rack with an impressively high 177 pound weight rating, though the wooden insert kinda removes convenient tie-down locations, even if it does still look pretty slick. You can just remove it though if you want to get those exposed bars back for mounting points. Okay, so there's a lot to like here, but what do I consider the main downsides to the Fiido Titan? For one, despite there being quad piston hydraulic disc brakes, they just don't feel as powerful as I was expecting. Normally, quad piston brakes mean I can give a light lever pull and get some pretty powerful stopping force, but on these I have to pull the levers harder than I expect, ruling out one finger braking most of the time. The adjustable levers are kinda cool if you have small hands, but I just think they need better pad compounds or something because they just feel like these brakes could be stronger. And I don't know if this is really a downside, but it does strike me as odd how the headlight does not turn with the bars of the fork, which means that sometimes it's not actually lighting up down the trail in front of you if you're in the middle of a curve. Other than that, for a $1,699 fat tire adventure style e-bike, there's not a whole lot more I can ask for. Yeah, it's heavy and bulky, but that just comes with the category. Fiido seems to have done a good job designing the bike, and it's not like we really needed more options in this category, there's a ton out there, but it is another good offering in an already crowded market. Thanks for watching everyone. We hope you enjoyed that review of the Fiido Titan. If you did, why don't you give this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.